Hey everybody, my name is Lila Grace.
I'm Chase.
Yes, and we're the co-presidents for Alliance for Planet Earth. And we're here celebrating the health of our planet Earth and informing everybody of what they can do in order to help save our lovely planet.
Yep, getting students involved today with what's going on in Charleston, around Charleston, and globally. Taking part in the International Climate Strike through Fridays for Future today.
Indeed, indeed. Our organization has been around since the 90s, and since then, this is all we've really been doing, trying to prioritize environmental justice for the student body here on campus and off campus. If you guys have any more questions about our organization, we're available both on Instagram and on Facebook at Alliance for Planet Earth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're every other Thursday, Rita 101, 7 o'clock.
Alrighty, and I'm here with
Casper.
Okay, and Casper, do you want to tell us a bit just about who you are and what you're doing here today?
Sure. So I do a lot on campus. I'm an RA and like 30 other things. But I've been in Alliance for Planet Earth for 2 years now, which is crazy. And kind of grown up with it, and I am glad to help out. So that's what's up.
Definitely. And what does it mean to you to have an organization like Alliance for Planet Earth at the College of Charleston?
It means to me that the college is prioritizing like the future of its students and like of the area and preserving like the history of Charleston, because there is so much. Like I like that it's student led, and I like that we get to do what we like and what's important. So yeah.
And what do you hope comes from today's event? What are you looking to see happen after today?
I hope that it builds community among people who are interested in the same kind of things, and that community will like let us be more powerful as students and get stuff done. And I hope that it gets people's attention.
For sure, for sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Oh, whoa. Y'all gotta get closer. Oh, I can start on the selfie side? I'm such a grandpa. Okay, ours looks good. Flip it around, make sure the other side looks good too. Alright, just take it, take it. Dirty smile. Let's go! Everybody take your Be Real now. Post it all. Tag it Climate Strike.
Hey there, I'm Max Meyers from CisternYard Video, and I'm here with the presidents of Alliance for Planet Earth, Lila and Chase, at their climate strike. Do you guys want to tell us a bit about what's going on today?
Yeah, so every about 6 months or so, the Fridays for Future organization puts on an international climate strike across the world, and today is our participation in that global movement, trying to show that Charleston, and specifically College of Charleston, we're involved and we want to be a part of this and show that we are fully in support of what they're moving forward with.
Yeah, our organization has been around since the 90s, and, you know, each year we've been able to have such a large turnout. COVID kind of made everything dormant for us, but, you know, it's glad to, you know, we're glad, to see our organization along with everybody else's on campus bounce back. And we can namely see that through student involvement, you know, from our general body meetings to field trips to, you know, events and programs such as this. We can't wait to see what we have planned for the rest of the year.
And what do you hope comes from this today, either from the students or from the school or Charleston in general? What do you hope comes from today's strike?
Oh, yeah. I mean, one thing, namely, is reputation. That's always pretty nice, just for people to know who we are and to have that positive connotation associated with us. I feel like a lot of times environmental justice is usually paired with a negative connotation, and it's good to see that, you know, when students come out here, we can get them informed and have them share knowledge and have a plan of action. Yeah, I namely, you know, want people. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by a butterfly right now. I really want people to know about the true health of our planet, and, you know, more so what they can do to help out and to better it.
Anything to add?
Yeah, I think the event in general is largely very much trying to get students together and get everybody to start knowing each other and spread the information about what's going on in Charleston, in our area, around climate justice and environmental justice, and see what's going on, because there's so many people who want to get involved and don't really know exactly what's going on. So we're really enjoying having a more casual setting to discuss this and kind of keep these conversations moving forward as we get into the new year. Kind of bringing in new students, combining them with older students, and then Charleston Climate Coalition is going to come out, and that'll be a really cool connection for students to get involved with.
For sure. What does it mean to you to have an organization like Alliance for Planet Earth available and active at the College of Charleston? What does that mean to you?
I think it is amazing. I am an environmental geoscience major with a main focus on sustainability of our planet, and having a community like APE here allows me to meet other people, to get involved in different just events going on, such as today, to meet like-minded people and just experience Earth.
Definitely, definitely. And what do you want to see either from the campus or from the people around, either come from this or just come from, the presence of Alliance for Planet Earth on campus?
Yeah, so I think having just the mindset of sustainability be more prevalent around with just in your everyday life, with being conscious about it, because that is the main thing with sustainability, is the consciousness of it and trying to implement that into your everyday life, because that is how we make change, just everyone individually working together to improve all aspects.
Definitely. And then do you want to talk about your green hands you got here right now?
Yeah. So we're doing tote bag painting, and I was finger painting, and I thought hand sanitizer would get it off, but it seems I will be having green hands for a while, but it takes green thumbs to a new level, so.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you for.
And then the plan for the back is Pirates for Planet, not profit.
That's awesome. What did me?
Hi, I'm Keller, and I'm here with Belvin from the Charleston Climate Coalition. Do you want to start by just telling us what you guys do over there?
Sure. So at the Charleston Climate Coalition, we do climate change activism. So trying to push the Lowcountry to be a leader in climate change action.
And what are some recent steps you guys have taken in that direction?
So right now we have a campaign going called the Fund the Cap campaign. The City of Charleston has passed a climate action plan, which is great. It has lots of action items in buildings, transportation, waste, carbon sinks, a way to revolutionize the way we approach climate action. But our concern is that there is not enough staff or funding with the City of Charleston to make it the success it deserves to be. So we're asking people to reach out. If you live in the City of Charleston, reach out to your council member. You can find that out by going to charlestonclimatecoalition.com/fundthecap. If you're a CofC student who lives on campus, Mike Seekings is your council member. You can find his contact info through that website. If you don't live in the city of Charleston, you can reach out to the mayor, because we all have a stake in climate action in the Lowcountry. So that's one of our main campaigns right now. We also make a magazine called Surge, telling Lowcountry climate stories, essentially. And we have some poetry and comics and miscellaneous things in there. So if you're interested in getting involved with that, you can look that up too, Charleston Climate Coalition/Surge. So education, activism, trying to just take all of the energy that we have here in the Lowcountry to do something about the climate crisis and channel it towards the most productive things we can.
What advice would you have to any students on campus who want to be more involved in helping the climate or do anything in their personal lives to try and make a difference?
It's a great question. So when I think about climate action, I think in terms of groups pushing for big structural change. That's the route that I've taken in my life as a climate change activist. So I would say get involved with the Alliance for Planet Earth and get involved with the Charleston Climate Coalition, and we're going to be working together. So either way, you're going to be linked into the climate crisis struggle here in the Lowcountry. Because banding with other people is how we make the big change happen. On a personal level, there are some actions you can do that matter. One thing that's easy, relatively speaking, is to start to transition to more of a vegan diet. Like if you're eating meat 5 times a week, try going down to 4, then 3, then 2. Sort of phase out of your diet. Because in terms of individual action, meat eating is one of the biggest carbon emitting activities we get up to as everyday people.
Thank you so much. Anything else you want to add for our listeners at home?
Well, we're here at the Climate Strike, and it's exciting because the Climate Strike in 2019 is how CCC got started. We planned one that was on campus in the Stern Center Gardens, and from there we wanted to keep the momentum rolling as a climate activism group. So a lot of nostalgia for me here, and I'm proud of everyone who came out to strike to say, yeah, I care about climate action. I'll band with other people and do something about it. And I hope to see a lot more of that from every CofC student. I like to think of the climate crisis as one of the biggest calls to action, calls to adventure, calls to heroism that we have. Because everything that's causing the climate crisis is also a deep-seated issue in our world that we could be mending, that we could be coming together to create a better future. Because there's really two sides of this thing. There's the climate crisis with all the dark, terrible stuff that comes with it. I mean, the last time there was this much CO2 in the atmosphere, where we are right now was deep underwater. This was the ocean floor. So that's what we're dealing with. But if we take action, we really stand up and revolutionize how our world is built, that's a better future. It's more equitable, healthy. That's a future that we would want to live in. The Charleston Climate Coalition started about 3 years ago now at the last climate strike in 2019. We put on a big rally and a march, and the group that came together to make that happen was like, there needs to be a climate activism group in Charleston. So we kept going as the Charleston Climate Coalition. And since then, we've been doing lots of different things. One thing that I would really love y'all's help with, we have a Fund the CAP campaign. CAP standing for Climate Action Plan. And you can reach out to your council member. Everyone who lives in the city of Charleston has a council member, and let them know, hey, this next budget cycle, the 2021-2022 budget, like, please support these action items. We have a list. There's a sustainability and resiliency grant manager. That'd be really important. They get more funding down the line for lots of action. A communications person with the Office of Sustainability, weatherization pilot project, compost funding, a tree survey. There are a few action items that we'd just like you to reach out to your council member and ask for.
What does climate justice mean to you? I honestly agree. Thank you. That was perfect.
And what else can we expect from APE this year? What should we look out for coming up?
Oh, we've put a lot of effort into this year. I'm not even gonna lie. We've invested a lot into this year because we're trying to get APE back up to where it was, which, like she said, back in the 90s, right before COVID. I mean, 2019, the climate strike that we had in the spring is what birthed the Charleston Climate Coalition. So we have a lot of plans for the year, keeping a lot of things under wraps, but I do know we have a cool work day coming up in October, on October 22nd. We're planning on going out to Sono Preserve, getting students out there. We're going to have a nice walking tour, a little picnic, and then clear out one of the trails out there. And so that we can definitely keep that on the calendar and keep looking forward to that. Climate strike in March as well. We're already starting planning for that one. We make it even bigger, even better. Every year we're always planning and making all sorts of crazy cool stuff. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then lastly, do you guys have any message that you would want to share for the people watching, either about stuff they can do or just like something that you want to say or make sure that the people who are watching know?
Yeah, people, not profit. That's today's specific goal. We want to talk about people on the planet, focus on people in the environment, and not about lining billionaires' pockets. That's our big movement for today. Besides that, every other Thursday, Rita 101, Alliance for Planet Earth.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Yeah.
Awesome.
Save the planet Earth because my mom is here. Okay.